Welcome back to Customer States. Today we look at the worst mechanical nightmares. This customer brought their truck in stating that the truck sways to one side on the motorway, especially when going over 70 miles per hour. Mechanics suggest the cradle isn't connected.
This is lifted straight, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but that cradle's kind of falling out here. We got that going on there, and then we come to this side, we got that going on there. Oh no. And then we got going back here, we got that going on there, and then we come over here, and we got up here, we got those over there, and then we come down here. And what we got here, we got that guy there. Just get the fuck out of there. Then we go over here, we get that guy over there. Then we come up over here, and we get, oh, that's the lift point. She's good, she's solid stuff. Got that guy over there, and then we got this guy here. Just pull that down there, and she's mint.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the check engine light is on and wanted to know why.
You can see lots and lots of metal flakes here in the pan as well.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's an oil leak under the car and wanted to know why.
Did someone drop this thing in a lake?
No, it's been sitting for like 5 years in the trees.
Yummy. By the way, this is an oil pan.
Woo! There it was.
Yum.
Pretty.
Milkshake. Mustang milkshake brings all the mechanics to the yard. Ugh.
This customer brought their Toyota Camry in, stating that their vehicle would make noises when braking and turning. Mechanics suggest using lug bolts on the wheels.
2020 Camry Hybrid. Customer complaint making noises while braking and turning. This was just sitting behind the wheel cover when it pulled off. Every frickin' lug nut is backwards. Walmart, you suck.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the brakes aren't working well at high speeds and wants to know why. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the engine was making a knocking noise and wanted to know why.
Oh man, we're just checking things out, seeing what's going on here, and well, if you get a little bit closer, that's not supposed to be there. What are you doing in there, man? Where did you come from? It doesn't matter, bro. This thing needs.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they need a wheel alignment as their car is pulling to one side.
Yikes.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the steering wheel is shaking at high speeds.
That's fucking hilarious. The only thing that's holding it on.
This customer states that they have a tire light on their Nissan and must have a flat. Upon further investigation, the tires are recommended to be 38 psi, which isn't the case.
Customer states on the Nissan that his tire lights are on. They thought they might be a dead sensor. This one had 65 pounds. This one had 80 pounds. This one has 65. And this one has 70. On a little Nissan Maxima, they should only have 35 pounds.
This customer towed their vehicle in after driving it around like this for years.
Remember, fellas, don't buy flooded vehicles. Nothing. Nada. $15,000 repair. Oh boy.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the engine was making a knocking noise and needed a cheap and quick fix. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their vehicle sways a lot on the motorway and going over bumps at high speeds. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a noise when driving, and especially when driving fast. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they constantly have to top up their coolant. This customer brought their vehicle in, stating that there was a bug infestation, and to ignore it. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the brakes aren't working correctly and wanted to know why. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their tires need to be rotated and don't want to be upsold on new ones. This customer brought their car in stating that they were leaking air in their tires and wanted a cheap patch fix.
Alright, so here's the first for me. So you see there's 4 in this tire there. As we come around, there's 5, 6, 7. That's all that's in that one. That's one tire. Then you have this one here. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 nails in this tire. What's the chances of having both rear tires and not the front tires with leaks or nails, that many nails in it?
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their tires aren't getting traction and need it fixed for cheap. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they could see and smell smoke when they drive for long distances. This customer brought their vehicle in because of a concerning noise that they could hear. This customer brought their vehicle in after doing a DIY job themselves. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the engine was making a knocking noise and wanted to know why. This customer brought their vehicle in for a cheap service and wasn't interested on being upsold on any additional work. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a loud noise when driving.
2007 Honda Ridgeline with 200 and something thousand miles on it. And there's a whirring sound coming from over here. It shouldn't be making that higher pitched whir sound. And there's smoke coming up from the front of the engine right here. And I see oil on the underside of the engine on this side of the engine. It has leaked about a quart of oil.
This customer brought their vehicle in after doing a DIY job themselves.
The only part of the vehicle which is fine is the tailgate. I don't know. I think it's since I got it so chipped down, I think we should just.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the steering wheel is pulling to one side and wanted to know why. This customer brought their vehicle in because of a concerning noise that they could hear.
Customer states I hit a hubcap. It's been one hell of a hubcap.
This customer brought their pickup in for new ball joints as he had just failed a safety inspection. He then asked if the mechanics would pass it for him at their shop.
New guy just finished putting ball joints in this beautiful Chevrolet. Figured I should show you guys, this thing was in because it failed for an inspection, if you can believe it. Here in Massachusetts, we still have mandatory vehicle inspections, and well, let's go ahead and have a look-see. All right, this one failed for ball joints, so the ball joints are just replaced. It didn't fail for, the axle being broken or any of the oil leaks, because, they don't really check for that sort of thing. But, they do check for rust, right? And you're not allowed to have a hole that is big enough to fit your hand through, so unfortunately, I think this one should fail, but don't worry about that. It got a pass on the rust. I don't know exactly what the fuck is going on here with the torsion bars. The adjustments are a little different, but never mind that. We've got beautiful aftermarket body mount, right? That's working hard because the factory body mount isn't anymore. And we got broken leaf springs. That's fine. You're supposed to check for that, but who does, right? It's got new shocks though. This one also brand new. It's still underneath the vehicle, even though it's not attached. That's fine. We're not worried about things like that. Just remember that these people are pulling their boats down the road in front of you and your family. When you're taking the kids to soccer practice, right? And this is what their tow hitches look like. So, yeah. Anyways, I got a meat buddy that put a sticker on this thing. I got a vehicle that I need to get past too. Except mine doesn't quite look this bad, I guess.
This customer states that after 15 minutes of driving their vehicle, the car will start shaking and not steering very well. Upon further inspection, the customer decided to get a second opinion when they didn't agree with the mechanic.
2005 Chevy Equinox. Customer states after about 15 minutes of driving, it starts jerking. Well, this ain't connected. Inner tie rods both have play. Frame rot to complete oblivion. Rear drive shaft says nope. She's converted to front wheel drive. Doesn't even exist. PCV valve, it's just chilling. It don't need to be plugged in. We don't need that. Belt tensioner just completely left the chat. But I got brand new shocks though, so there's a plus. Oh my lord, this thing is a mess.
Consider clicking one of these videos for more mechanical nightmares.